What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Uh, I fell asleep last night at like 9:15 Pacific time. I've been working my tail off. I recently got a new position promotion at work that has me working longer hours, but the reward. Sorry about that, of course. But the reward, the work has been great, and so I am enjoying it. Um, the byproduct of that is I haven't been able to get out and get as many books as I'd like, but I still have a haul, and you know me and my OCD, I will not file my books until I get the haul out, and that just has to happen. So yeah, all right. So if you saw my buddy um, Matt Comic Quarter 410, great guy. I had sent him some books with regards to just books I knew he wanted, I knew he'd appreciate, and some of books, Batman book and a Two-Face book that were signed by Neil Adams. And, he told me that he was going to send me some books in return, and boy, he didn't disappoint. And he sent me some great books for my G.I. Joe run, and he sent a Spider-Man book, which is fantastic. But the first book here, G.I. Joe number 8, signed by Larry Hama and the late, great, rest in peace, Herb Trimpe. And for a book of this age, this book is flipping beautiful. Oh my God. I have this book, but in no way, shape, or form do I have it in this high a grade with those two signatures. I'm beyond thankful. So Matt, thank you. He also sent me some books that I didn't have, and I have a lot of G.I. Joe books, and I don't remember if I told him if I didn't have these or he just guessed. And if he guessed, phenomenal. Obviously, anything after issue. This is a first print. This G.I. Joe is a first print. You can tell either by, remember if you saw my video, G.I. Joe barcode. Oh God, 02064. That indicates first print. Anything after issue 65, I believe, are all first prints. But anything before that to tell, obviously you're going to have this M right here in the indicia with the 8. Or you're going to have a newsstand 02064 barcode number. So first print on that one right here. G.I. Joe number 102. Number 113, 02064. Yeah, it's an Andy Kubert cover. Yep, it is. G.I. Joe number 122. Number 125. And a really late, G.I. Joe Star Brigade number 148. This is a later book. Only, 6 books in that run came out before that. It came out after that. Those books are getting harder and harder to find, and they are getting harder and harder to find in nice grade for a reasonable price. And lastly, he sent me Marvel Knights Spider-Man number 8. Mark Millar, Frank Cho, signed by Frank Cho. Matt, thank you so much for those books. If you guys don't follow him, which is truly a crime, you should. And thanks again. Really, really, truly, thank you. So I think it was in my last video. I don't know why I'm trying to pick these up again, but I love it. I did find for $1 Hellblazer number 147, Brian Azzarello, Richard Corbin artwork. That's part 2 of 5, part 3 of 5. That's number 148. And like I mentioned, they don't go for much individually, but they do go for as a set. It would be 146 to 150. For a set, they can go for about 22, 25 bucks. Especially to those people who love Richard Corbin work. This is the only book that I'm still picking up as part of my, except for the Image Plus. This is the only the Image Plus book. I'm not really picking up a lot of new stuff. A few things here and there, but in terms of true runs, this is the only one I'm picking up. This is Batman number 19. I think it's the last, maybe the second to last of the I Am Bane story arc. Beautiful David Finch cover with all the rogues there. But I will be adding Flash in case, if you guys are a Batman fan, starting with Batman 21. They're going to do a 4-part series that's going to cross over with Batman 21, Flash 21, Batman 22, Flash 22. And it's going to be a 4-part story arc. And if you read, it's going to be the Button story arc. And I'm really, really excited about that. So if you read Jeff Johns' the very first book that came out, Rebirth, if you read that big, like, it was like a 65, 70-page book, you'll remember that panel where you see the Batcave and you see all the Watchmen buttons. They're going to reintroduce that storyline now. And partly, if you don't know, in that storyline, remember it has to do with Flashpoint, which came out right before New 52. And in Flashpoint, it was Martha Wayne and Thomas Wayne who survived the attack, and it was Bruce who passed away. So, one of the things to keep in mind, if you guys own, and if this is, purely spec, and this is my spec here, I'm giving this out for free. Just kidding. If you guys own that 3-part series by Azzarello and Eduardo Risso, it's Batman Night of Vengeance. Remember, in that story arc, that's what happens. Martha Wayne, although Martha Wayne becomes the Joker, spoiler, and Thomas Wayne does become Batman. And don't quote me, but that might be the first time you see Thomas Wayne as Batman. And when the Button comes out, maybe it'll pick up some heat. But I'm going to pick up that 4 series, or I'm interested as shit to read it, because I remember reading that book by Jeff Johns. When I saw the Watchmen buttons in the Batcave, I knew some shit was going to go down. So, all right. I did happen to get to a shop. Didn't get to spend a lot of time there. Where was I? I think it was in Oceanside, California. But X-Force, number 1, Sex and Violence. This happens to, I have 2 and 3, so this is nice. It completes my run. Prelude to Infinity, number 8. Saw this book on CBSI. Don't know exactly what it is. It has something to do with the first appearances of a few of Thanos' henchmen. I think. Don't quote me. I'm not too in tuned with that. But it was a buck, and I saw it. Remember the cover. Happy to have it. Guardians of the Galaxy, number 61, and for those of you who have been watching my videos since I started on this YouTube journey many moons ago, I've been all in on this early 90s series since the beginning, and it's finally getting its due. Especially with Guardians of the Galaxy 2 coming out. So, obviously, there are a few key issues in this run. Book number 1 in this run sells for a good amount in high grade. There's a lot of copies, though. Here's where it catches. Anything from and I've said this before, any issue in this series that's above number 45 and it stops at number 62, the print runs are similar to those of like the Transformers and the G.I. Joe. The print runs were so low that they truly are hard to find. If you find 59 through 62 in a dollar bin, or even for $3 or less, you need to pick it up, I'm telling you, because they have resale value. They're hard to find. The covers are freaking awesome. And I found this book for $3, and I'm picking it up every day. It's probably my 4th or 5th copy. It just, I don't know why I enjoy them so much. I just do. So, whatevs. Okay, shout out to my buddy Tony, Why Not Arts. I don't know if it's speculation or not, but I saw this book in his thing, and I just fell in love with the cover. Death's Head #1 from the United Kingdom, Marvel imprint. He's, specking and thinking that this is going to be something. I tried doing research on it, couldn't find much. There's some rumblings about the character, but I found it for $3, and I just really love that cover. I really love that cover. This one came out in, I want to say, 88, 89, and then this book came out in 92. Crossover with the X-Men. There's Gambit and Rogue, so, Okay, last 2 books. So, I have been looking for this book for my Walking Dead run for a long, long, long time. And it's one of those books I'll put into the category of I thought I could stealth buy it. I thought I'd be able to get it in a bin. I thought I'd be able to find it in a con for a decent price, but it just didn't work out. It didn't work out. I was not able to do that, and I'm not going to say that I paid up because I really want this book, so I don't mind paying it, but I thought I really could find it in the wild. I ended up paying $35 for this book, and that was on eBay, including shipping. I think that price was fair. I was okay paying it, but, I'm happy to have it. If I find, sure enough, the how the laws of comics work, I probably will find one in a week for $5. But I do have it now, and I'm very happy to have it. Walking Dead #100, second printing. The one thing I will say about this book is it goes for 30, between 30, 50 on a good day. It still is the only Walking Dead book, the first Walking Dead book that shows Negan's face on the cover. I mean, that should stand for something. And, I'm happy to have it. My key, my Walking Dead key collection is running strong. All right, lastly. Now, you guys know I have this book. I'm all in on 7 to Eternity. The story behind this book is there was and if you follow my Instagram, you might have seen it, but there was on eBay, this book had a $79 or best offer on it. Now, I don't lowball people. I don't like to offer $20 for something that's $80. But, I don't think that offering 50% of what's being asked is unreasonable. At the very least, it can start off as a negotiating point. So I offered $40 for this book, and I don't know why, I don't know what happened, but it was immediately accepted. Immediately. For $40. And I was flabbergasted. My intention, albeit to pick up another copy, I probably would have paid closer to $60, $65 for it. It goes for that raw. It's still going strong. 2 auctions last Saturday. One was for $77, the other one was for $81. So, I mean, I don't know why it was, I don't know, even, I'm thinking it might have even been a misclick. I don't know, but it was accepted at $40, and thank you, I guess. But 7 to Eternity, #1, Jerome Pena, Rick Remender. I'm all in. I'm all in on the Mud King. So, that's my haul, guys. Thank you for listening. I appreciate everyone who watches my videos. Shout out to everyone in the community, all the young guys like, Master X, Splinter, Doom, Freddy's. Those guys just kill it with hauls every week, man. So, keep it up. And to us, I'm not gonna say older, but to us, veterans, You know, Matt, Comic Quarter 410, Vin Crew, my man Tumua. Who else? There's so many people. Lightning 2288. You know, Rich, would love to see a video from you. God, Tony, why not art? Everybody, just I still enjoy doing these videos, and I still enjoy showing off my books, and that's really all I got. Deuces. Oh, shout out to Longshanks. Shout out to Hank, Weapon X Comics. Now deuces.